Have you checked your mail lately? Did you receive a letter like this, a letter from your bank informing that they're imposing a full 1% increase on their loans? Chances are, if you have a variable rate loan with any of the major banks in Canada, if you haven't received one, it's on its way. All the banks are moving in unison. This has been carefully coordinated, meticulously executed. One can only think that there must be some level of collaboration going on in the background. I don't like to pay for other people's mistakes, and that's exactly what the banks are asking us to do. They want us to bail them out for their greed and mismanagement. Higher interest rates are used to penalize those who mismanage their financial affairs. Higher interest rates are charged to those people where they're afraid they won't meet their debt obligations. I don't know about you, but my credit worthiness is still strong. Despite the turmoil and the uncertainty, I've continued to make my payments. It's the creditworthiness of the banks that's being called into question. And I'm being asked to pay for their mistakes. The Canadian government is working diligently in a desperate attempt to stimulate our spiraling economy and prevent job losses. Over the past year, the government has dropped interest rates a total of 3.5%. Unfortunately, not all of that reduction was passed on to us. The banks pocketed a full 0.5% of this rate reduction. They kept it to themselves. But that's not enough. Now the banks are demanding a full percentage point. As a result, close to 50% of the government's initiative to stimulate our economy has been usurped by the very institutions that caused the economic crisis in the first place. The banks have significantly diluted the impact of the government's efforts. The banks are only interested in furthering their own cause and protecting themselves. And since the banking institutions were the primary cause of our economic problems, I think it's time that they start contributing to the solution. You've seen your investment statements. The Canadian stock market is down over 40%. Many people have lost as much as 10 years of their hard-earned savings in this economic downslide. For those in or approaching retirement, they've seen their hopes and dreams destroyed. Many are now in fear that they'll outlive their money. Many of our friends and family members, they've been laid off, lost their jobs. They're struggling to feed their families, to make ends meet. What gives the banks the right to hold out their hands and demand more? Why are they doing this? It's so they can return to business as usual. I'm tired of them only taking care of themselves, their lavish salaries, their healthy bonuses. And then, only then, when the going gets tough, they turn around and expect us to bail them out. I need your support. We need to get the government to intervene to prevent this abuse of power. This unjustified interest rate increase cannot be allowed. Leave the money in our hands so that we can get on with rebuilding the economy that the banks have left in ruins. Please complete the form below. Based on your postal code, we'll draft a personal letter for you. A letter that goes directly to your member of parliament. We'll forward this letter to your email address. We'll also forward an additional email, a call to action that you can send to others. Please broadcast it to as many people as you know, directing them to visit www.saynotobanks.com. Please visit our blog site. Share your comments and concerns. Listen, the banks think that we're sheep. Let's show them. Thank you.